It's 8:55. We're ready to talk to Howie+Dorough of the Backstreet Boys. How you doing this morning, Howie?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Hey, I'm great. I can't wait to talk to you. I'm a big fan of yours for many years now. Love the Backstreet Boys. You went out, you're doing that tour. I got some more dates in 2012 with New Kids on the Block, NKOTB, I guess. How's that tour been going for you so far?
The tour has been amazing. It's honestly... It's crazy to think how we did 52 dates all across America and Canada, sold out shows, even Fenway Park. It's just the fans really came out and supported both of us, and I'm excited to be taking the tour over to Europe next in, like you say, 2012, and hopefully around the rest of the world.
Now, we're with Howie D of the Backstreet Boys, HowieD.com. You can also look for him on Twitter and Facebook. So you've got your own CD coming out, a solo disc, Back to Me. The first single is called 100. Really good. Watch the video for it today. Are you nervous at all about stepping out on your own, away from the Backstreet Boys?
There's definitely a lot of emotions going on. I mean, I can definitely say, being part of Backstreet Boys for 19 years, going strong and still, working on that. This is a little side thing that I put together, and I'm actually the fourth one to come out with my solo record. And, our fans, they've been just requesting it from us for many, many years. I actually started working on this about 5 years ago, and finally put this body of work together, and very proud of actually finally coming out with it. I believe timing is everything, and definitely it's a little nerve-wracking because venturing outside of the box and hoping that the fans are going to enjoy it, and not having exactly all my brothers right there next to me to lean on. But at the same time, I'm excited about it because I've always wanted to do a solo project. Each of us, we always said in the very beginning of the group that we were hoping that Backstreet Boys would help us launch our solo careers down the line, and we're very supportive of each other working on our individual stuff. We all really believe that the stronger we are individually, the more we bring to the table for the group. So now, I'm excited. I'm really proud of it. As
you mentioned, you're the fourth member of Backstreet Boys to release a solo record. Is there any friendly competition, or are you guys like, you won't sell as many as I did, or, I'm going to sell more than you? Is there any of that, or do you kind of just let that go just in case somebody doesn't do as well?
I just let it go. For me, it's like, I wish everybody the best, and we all really are very supportive of each other. On AJ's last record, I wrote a song with him for his record, and actually on this record, Nick and I even wrote a song together. So we are definitely really supportive of each other. We wish each other the best, and like I say, the stronger we are individually, the more we bring to the table new fans for the group.
Now, I know you guys love each other. You're like a family. We hear it all the time. Bands always say, we're a family. We're a family. We have fights like anybody else. I'm not asking for a real inside story, but tell me the last fight that you guys had between yourselves since you've done so many shows. Did AJ not put the lid on the toothpaste and everybody give me something, some kind of fight, some silly fight that you guys had?
We've had several fights. It's funny. We say that we're like family as well, and we really are. Even though sometimes I don't know if I would fight my family in the way we fight each other, but we're stronger than family.
Has it ever gotten physical? Have you ever thrown down with one of the guys?
Oh yeah, me and Nick. We've had a couple of throwdowns ourselves, and AJ and Nick. It's normally Nick somehow or another. He's always the young one trying to prove something. His poor guy. He started off at 12 years old in this group, and the rest of us were all older, so he had to definitely try to claim his territory. But I think it's all made us stronger as people, and we all have a mutual respect for each other. But we definitely know what buttons to push for each other, and it's healthy. It's definitely it's a love that when we have to express something, we try not to go to blows. But if it comes down to that, it's happened in the past. But I think now as we've gotten older, we realize those bruises don't go away as fast as they used to. So now we try to resolve it with words.
We're with Howie D of the Backstreet Boys. His new disc, Back to Me, is out now. The single is 100. Look for it on YouTube, Vivo. We're going to have this interview, by the way, and a link to the video online a little bit later on our podcast page. So let me give you a little quiz here, and I want you to answer as quickly and as honestly as possible.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little quiz on you and the guys. All right, of the Backstreet Boys, you've got your guys. You've got AJ, Nick, Brian, and, of course, we're with Howie D. Best dancer of the four of you?
I want to say myself, but it probably is AJ, to be honest.
All right, who's the loudest?
Nick. Nick is definitely the loudest.
Who's the quietest?
Probably me.
What about the biggest movie buff?
AJ.
Smelliest feet?
Nick.
No hesitation there. I love that. Who spends the most of the money they've earned?
AJ.
Who spends the least?
Howie.
And who is the biggest trash talker of the four of you?
AJ.
AJ. So AJ comes up quite a bit. What Brian is just kind of inconspicuous. He just kind of blends in, huh?
He's a good choir boy.
There
He's
you
in the
go.
back.
That's great. So are you much into movies? Do you watch a lot of movies since you're on tour so much? Is that something you do to kill time?
You know, actually, I try to on our down days. You know, this last couple of tours I've had my wife and my child out, so a lot of the down days haven't been to the movies because we're watching our little 2-year-old, and if we were to take him into the movies, we'd probably be kicked out if he starts screaming. So a lot of my movies I actually catch up when I'm traveling overseas. I'll sometimes knock out 4 to 5 films, while I'm going over to Japan or wherever.
And it must be great being able to take along your wife and your 2-year-old.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome. You know, I've this last tour all across the United States, 52 dates. They came with me, and they've been over to Europe and Japan. This next little venture I'm doing here coming up soon. Next week I'm going to Japan for the release of my solo record there, November 9th. It comes out, and then I'm going to Canada for the release there for the worldwide release on the 15th. And then from there I'm going to open up for Britney in South America. So this little run here, I'm not going to be taking them because it's quite a bit of travel, but normally when I have my own bus or we're not doing so much travel, I'm bringing them out as much as possible. You
going to be home for the holidays? 2 years old, I'm assuming you want to be right there. That's a fun age.
Yeah, I was actually just home for Halloween. Unfortunately, he got sick at the last minute, so we didn't really do any trick-or-treating. But this Thanksgiving, I'm going to be in South America with Brittany, so hopefully we're going to try to find some turkey, put some Spanish seasoning on, whatever. I don't care, just to have some turkey, American tradition. But I definitely will be back home for Christmas with the family.
That's great. So we're with Howie D of the Backstreet Boys. Again, HowieD.com. Look for him on Twitter and Facebook as well. Back to Me, the CD is out now here in the States, the first single, 100. It is fantastic. Let me ask you this before you go. Did you ever see the movie The Hot Chick?
Yes. And I know, I guess I was compared to, Schneider or something like that, his name is, which I don't see any resemblance. I think I'm way better looking. And, they caught me at a weak moment in a bad picture, but, just checking.
That was so funny. What a great scene in the movie. If you YouTube
that was hilarious.
Yeah, YouTube Hot Chick Backstreet Boys, and they go through and finally they're trying to find a hairstyle for him, and they finally choose yours, which was great. So, Howie D of the Backstreet Boys. Howie, hey, this was a pleasure talking to you. I really enjoy your music quite a bit, and I love the new stuff, and we hope to catch up with you again soon. Definitely. Thank you very much for all the support of you and all the fans, and once again, go to HowieD.com and you'll hear the record. There you go. Howie, thanks a lot. Best wishes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Same to you. Bye-bye. It's 9:03 past. What a nice guy. Oh, my goodness gracious. How nice was he? Howie D of the Backstreet Boys. Again, the podcast will be online a little bit later on with a link to the video and the song and all that jazz. Right now, let's get some news right here on The Morning Show, streaming at murphradio.com.